and I'm just gonna have a go tuning a Cadillac. As I'm bored, I've got nothing else to do and I haven't got work tomorrow, so I thought I'd have a go. See what it's like. Because from what I remember, this car, the handling is pretty damn awful. So yeah, let's see how it goes. I've got a video for the BMW Z4 on this track. I'll probably be bringing out maybe tomorrow. Yeah, I'll bring it out tomorrow, and it's more of a race setup, same setup pretty much I use for AOR. So I'll be bringing that out. Let's have a look at this then. It has, what's this? What's traction doing on? That's weird, it's traction. What is this? Never seen this before. Normally traction only goes up to 15 or something like that. I think, what's all this? 100% traction slip. I think I've got a button set to turn that off anyway. Oh god. Tire pressure is normally around. Can I remember? Is it 175? Front. And 195. Alright, cool. That should be cool. Let's go to wing 04 already. Interesting. Let's see, well I must have put something on this car. Surely it doesn't come like this. I don't know, let's reset everything. Yeah, definitely. So it comes 17. I'm just gonna try something similar to what I would have in the Z4 in terms of tire pressures and stuff. I'm not gonna touch the dampers yet. 100, leave down 60, put the brake ducts down to 0. I'm going to turn that traction off. Let's put the fuel down. That'll do. Wastegate pressure's all the way up. I'll knock the brake mapping off. What else? I'll leave most of that stuff for now. I'll just put the radiator to 0. Knock the bump stops to 0. These are pretty much just the standard changes I would make whenever jumping in a GT3 car. These are pretty much the first things I'll do, figuring out the tire pressure, put the bump stops to 0, yada yada yada, ride height down. Actually it is quite a low ride height, 51. Yeah. Springs. I'm gonna knock that. Yeah, we'll do 4.9. Put this down to about minus 0.8 for Catalunya anyway. Sometimes you can get away with 0.0 still, but I still like to have a bit of front camber. Yeah, knock that down. This most of this stuff is just personal preference. Just how I like my wheel to feel. Body stiffness on 0. Normally these two on most of the other GT3 cars are actually on 100. So I don't know, I'll leave them for now. Puts up to 120. Right. Let's see how crap or how good this feels. I'll move my camera up. Now the turbo sounds nice. Wow. I can already tell you what needs to change. And drop that down right now. Do not need that turbo kicking you around corners like that. Alright. I like the little LED display this car's got. It's pretty cool. Not sure how I feel about the springs at the minute. Wow, once that turbo kicks in, it really is an handful through that corner anyway. Probably want to be in third slightly earlier going through there. Wow, it is a bit of a donkey. That's pretty much what I do before qualifying lap, just sort of be on the brakes and accelerate at the same time, making sure you're warming up the brakes. Because 9 times out of 10, if you don't, when you get to turn 1, heavy braking, you're just never going to hit the apex. Yeah, the gears are too high. Definitely. Can you? Oh god. Can you move them individually? Not really. It's not great, that. Right. Straight away I just know there's no front end in this car. I'll drop the rear right down. Drop the rear right down on the sway bar too. Hopefully it'll give us a bit more traction and a bit more turning. I wonder why these are so low. Jesus. That's basically with the fast bumps, when you put the rear higher than the front, it makes the car a lot more loose on turning, so you can kind of rotate the car better. Some cars get really sketchy when you do that, but I think this car needs it. It really does. I mean, these are pretty low. I'm just pretty much trying what I do in most of the other cars. Well, in the Z4, got that car down when it comes to setup. So we'll try some similar things and see if the car feels a bit better. Slightly higher. Yeah, you can go all the way down. Yeah. Don't ask me why I picked to tune this car. I have no idea. It's not like I'm even planning to ever use this. Yeah, you definitely got to go into third a little earlier on the exit of that corner. It's got, I don't know how to explain it, it's got some tendencies of the Audi. When you put your foot down, it sort of pushes away from the corner. Wow, it doesn't turn very well at all. Wow, wow, wow. Does that say 27.9 in the first sector? That is shocking. No, that does say 27.9. That is so in fact, that's like 8 tenths slower than I went in the Z4. And that's just 2 corners. My god. How slow is this thing? How slow? I don't know. Maybe it's literally... I might have to run it on 0-0 wing. 8 tenths to a Z4? Crazy. I don't know, maybe is this one of those cars that you have to drive with traction control to be fast? If so, I definitely won't be using it, because not my sort of thing. That It's actually half decent on the brakes. I mean, it's the only good thing I can say at the minute. Alright, let's try again. Uh-oh. Wow. So, methinks I'm gonna have to up that and some of that. I don't know. I wouldn't recommend, unless you just wanted to have fun. I wouldn't recommend choosing this car for a championship, because I can already tell you it's going to be quite a bit off the pace, I think. I think with every GT3 car, I think you can get it doing a decent lap time, but in a race, it's going to be very hard to hit 100% all the time.
I'm your biggest fan.
Let me check my comments. I'm sorry, lads, or whoever's watching. What am I doing? Thank you, dude. Appreciate that, man. Right. Let's see if I can do anything right in this car. Okay, that's 4 tenths quicker. 0-0 wing. Oh, it does not like that corner at all. God, it is pretty slow, this thing. Wow. Yeah, 0-0 is a bit risky. We'll put 2 on the rear, possibly. And right, let's see if it's one of them dodgy cars. Well, I don't really understand this. They've done the traction slip on this thing. I've never seen this before. What's this the equivalent to? I don't know. Anyway, let's see if it's any good. Just looking at the sector times now. In the Z4, my first sector's 27.1 or 2. Middle sector's normally around a 38.4. And last sector I did a 35.9 or something like that in the Z4. So yeah, well off. Well, I don't know, something about that corner of this car just not taking to. What I might try and do is I might try and stay in 4th gear and then gear down to 3rd instead of going up to 5th and having to double shift down. See if that helps next time round. Alright. Let's see. Um, Definitely slightly easier to drive with traction control. But again, it doesn't really, I don't know, can't really push this car. Just hasn't got enough grip, losing so much time in the middle sector. Try and stiffen up a bit. Let's see. Put that down. The back end's coming around way too much when I'm braking heavy. And put more. One click of brake mapping, hopefully. So 43.5. Well, I'm already on a 43.6. I think if you could get this car into the 42s, I'd say job well done. But it's really slow in the last sector. I mean, almost a second I'm losing to the Z4. And the middle sector is, again, almost a second. So it's pretty bad, to be honest. Hopefully when P-Cars 2 comes out, that the balancing between the cars is a lot better, because pretty much there's only a couple of cars really that you can use that's gonna make you competitive throughout a whole season. There's more cars not competitive than cars that would be competitive, if you know what I mean. So they need to sort that out. Hopefully it's a lot more equal, plus there's a lot more GT3 cars than P-Cars 2, so it should be good fun. Now I've tried to short shift. I'm going to try and rev the gears out now. Normally in the turbo cars you got a sort of short shift, like in the Bentley. To be fast in the Bentley you have to short shift. So as soon as your gears go green in the Bentley like this, you just gear up and you'll be quicker than revving the gears all the way out. But I'm going to try to rev these gears all the way out and see what happens. Wow. Wow. That's what happens when you rev third gear all the way out. Fucking hell. Oh yeah, turret, clutch. Yeah, third gear, definitely a dangerous gear to put your foot right down without shifting up early. So I'm not sure if that tactic's really going to work. Wow. I stiffened the car up enough that whenever it hits a bump, it literally wants to throw you off the circuit. Even out that last corner now, I'll be losing speed down the straight. Yeah, stiff car, not working. Not working at all. Let's go the opposite way. Higher. Go all the way down to 5, does it? We'll put all of these down. Yeah, we'll keep the rest. Put that back down. I don't know. 0203. I mean, when I brake super late in the other GT3 cars in the first corner, you don't sort of get that back end stepping out, trying to spin you off the circuit before you even get to the corner feeling. So you just got to work out the right sort of wing level you can get away with in this car. Wow. Oh, that's crazy. And I got a feeling I know what it is too. I think the sway bars are extremely important in this car. So let's go really dramatic. I'm sure having a sway bar on anything apart from minimum, I think that's the cause of why this car's become so lethal. Or it could be the fact that this isn't even, but hey. I think it needs to be a bit higher off the floor at the rear as well. Alright, let's see. $43.6. Struggling. I reckon I could probably beat a 43.6 in the Aston Martin V8. I definitely think it's a sway bar. Keep that rear sway bar at a minimum. It's got to be the worst GT3 car through that corner. It's horrible. Oops.
Wrong. I am.
Right, I got a rubbish exit. Let's see. Wow. Half a second down already. Oh my god, it's so bad through that corner. 28-0 in the first sector. Jesus. Lads, I think 0-0 has just got to be the way forward. Honestly. It's literally got to be the only thing you can do. I've never actually realised how shocking this car actually is. I said I still believe you could probably, if you spent enough time, you could probably get this car to a sort of a mid.
Is it your wheel stand that makes all that noise when you turn?
Yeah, it's my wheel stand.
Sounds cool.
It's cool. Nah, it's annoying, especially when you're trying to pull it away without waking up the little ones. But yeah, the wheel stand makes a whole load of noise. I've lost my train of thought now. What was I saying? Yeah, I reckon that if you spend enough time, you probably could get it into the 42s, but I mean, race pace, I reckon you'd struggle big time. Because even in the race in AOR around here, I think even lapping in the 41s in the race, it's about 2 seconds quicker than this on low fuel. I'm actually quite surprised how slow this thing is. I really am. Wow. And that's what you call the normal T300 glitch, where it just presses pause for no reason. It's not too bad when if I'm in a lobby, my own lobby, because it actually pauses, but when you're online and that happens, you just drive straight off into the wall. I'm actually trying to figure out what's the best way to take this corner, because it's probably the worst corner on the track for this car. Right. Oh my god. As you can see, I've got a pretty big slide into turn 1. It's extremely hard to be aggressive. Let me just try the old school trick. If nothing else works, put your decel to 100 and you should be able to brake pretty late without stepping out the back. I am quite surprised how slow this car is down the straight though. In the first sector. Understeer. God. Wow. Okay.
Why does your Caddy have a Honda engine in it?
I don't know. But I've got my Fernando Alonso face on at the minute. Alright. Oh my god. It just literally doesn't turn. Why don't you turn, car? Why do you not turn? Oh god. It's hard work, this car. Hard work. Where are you? What am I looking for? Yeah, you. Right. Last chance. Pressure's on. I say last chance, I'll probably end up doing it about 50 more times. But no, it's coming up to 1 o'clock in the morning. This is last chance. Better get a pretty good first sector. Wow. Maybe I have to break even earlier. It feels slightly better, to be fair. Didn't really nail turn one, but oh well. Didn't nail that either. Well, that was tragic. No, just no. Just this car just needs to get out of my sight. It really does. We're gonna go back to the higher gears and see if we can make that work. And if not, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to bed. I mean, it felt good, it just wasn't good. Which is slightly worrying. Oh wow, that didn't turn in at all. It turns in so nice for that corner, I don't understand. Once again, the car feels half decent. was shocking. What did I do? What did I do? To be honest, it feels slightly faster than what I had before. It just wasn't a very good lap. Let's go again. And that just hasn't slowed down at all. Brakes must be burning. Let's have a look. Yes, 1200. Well, it looks like it's going to have to stay as a 43.6 because, yeah, I just can't be arsed doing anymore. And compared to my Z4 hot lap that I did about half an hour ago now, it's almost exactly 2 seconds slower. So that is just pretty damn shocking. But I'll give you what I've got at the minute. I mean, I obviously didn't spend as much time as I did on the Z4 setup because I used the Z4 for AOR, but tyre pressures were pretty similar. Yeah. I know I turned the traction off and back on and back off again, so I'm not too sure which one's quicker, if traction on's quicker. Maybe that was the difference. Traction's off at the minute. Maybe I should try it with traction on quickly. Let's see. Maybe that's what this car needs. Maybe it just needs traction. I'll try it with traction, see how it is. Let's try and warm up the brakes a bit. Don't want to get the brakes too hot. Let's have another go. Not a good start. That was scrappy as hell. I'll sack that lap off. I'm not too sure which gears are better, the lower or the higher. Oh wow, can't even go flat out for the last corner. My god. This car's just awful. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't get a better time for you guys, but yeah, it's awful. But what I would say is, you probably want to use traction control with this car. I can feel that it is definitely slightly quicker with traction on. It wasn't really a great lap, but I was pretty much neck and neck. I'll go back to the beginning. So yeah, this is what I have so far. Maybe you can make this a bit of a base. I'd probably put the brake ducts maybe up, because by the time you get to lap 2 the brakes are burning hot. So if you're the kind of person that when you do qualifying especially that you need more than 1 lap, then give yourself a bit of leeway, put your brake ducts up between 15 and 20 I'd say. In the race you probably want them sort of upwards of 60. In the Z4 you can get away with running 0 in quali pretty damn easily, so yeah. Got 0 1, try 0 0, between 0 to 0 0 I think. Although what I will say about this is, when I did run, was it 0 4 at the beginning, I don't think I tried the retraction on, so it might possibly be quite quick and a lot better under braking with 0 4 0 5, but I wouldn't go any higher than that. So between 0 0 0 5, try all the alternatives. Caster angle, that's just pretty much how to make a car feel heavy or not. I should have actually put it all the way down so it didn't feel so much like a boat, but hey. Camber minus 0.8. Didn't really try anything else, so who knows. But rear camber 0 0, I'm fine with that. Toe angles, normally I'd run it like this, but yeah, this car just needs, it's just too rigid. I'm fine with the ride height. The car's not bottoming out, so that's fine. I'm not sure whether to go slightly stiffer on the front or not, but the rear spring rates, definitely keep them all the way down. Same with the sway bar, keep the rear sway bar all the way down. You can probably experiment with the front spring rate and the front sway bar. 0 0 bump stops, come on. Anyone who drives a GT3 should know that by now. Slow bumps, to be honest, I couldn't feel that much difference to when I had them set like this, so yeah, it's your preference really. The fast bumps, I definitely say you want the rear fast bumps higher than the front, because the car just doesn't turn. Even with this, the car doesn't turn, so I don't know, it's a tricky one. It's a tricky car. I mean, I wouldn't personally drive it. I might have a go online and see what I'm like against people online, but that would just be for fun. Yeah, acceleration lock could probably go a bit higher, maybe 8%. The slip, normally I have it sort of 120, between 100 and 120, but I don't know, maybe a good compromise might be around 40 or 60 for this car. Let's turn the radiator to 0, especially if you're trying hot laps. Gears, I don't know, it's tight, very tight. I mean, there's certain times where I prefer to be in the higher gear settings, there's certain times where I prefer to be in the lower gear settings, so whatever's quicker for you, whatever you feel like you can get the car slowed down and get it tight on the apexes. But I'll leave it in the middle for now. Yada yada. Wastegate pressure all the way up, because that's your turbo. If you turn it down, you'll just be slow. Obviously restrictor all the way up. Brake mapping, I'll keep 0 because it doesn't turn. The more brake mapping you add, the more it's going to hurt the maneuverability of the car. So yeah, let's put that down to 0. And other than that, yeah, that's about it. But I shall be bringing out the BMW Z4 lap tomorrow for you guys. It was, needless to say, a much better lap than what I just did. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that one. Anyway, peace. I'm out. Catch the video tomorrow in a bit.